Let's begin. So,
All right.
welcome to the show.
Thanks.
We face the camera to take. Yeah. And your name is Gwayne Li, right?
Gwanda.
Gwanda.
You can call me Gwayne if you want.
Gwayne. Gwanda is a Chinese name. It's like you were born in China, right?
Yeah. I am born in China. Yeah. Yes.
So, actually, I was looking forward to this a lot because we met a long time ago. Right?
Yes, we did.
Through the restaurant.
Yes, at Cote-des-Neiges.
Yeah, Cote-des-Neiges.
Yeah.
It's really amazing because and you helped a lot, and you came to. We shot some videos to. And actually, one of the video still on the YouTube, like Dongbei Lapi,
yes.
noodle salad, got 3,000 views. More than
really?
Yeah, 3K.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
3K. I saw that's the most viewed videos.
Really?
On our channel, the old channel. It's like
yeah, it was fun. It was fun. Yeah. I think I even invited a friend over, right?
Alexander, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that guy speaks. He speaks French, right? Yep. And he was really good at presenting stuff, right? Like even I could understand French. Like Sophie was really impressed with the way he like sing. Like, it's like a salesman or something.
He is really in the north of Quebec. Yes,
but he's still around in Quebec.
Yeah, he's still in Montreal. I haven't spoken to him in a while though. But yeah,
I hope one day he can come to explain the dish again. It's really.
He's now a big mahjong player.
Really?
Yes.
So he speaks Chinese, or he was interested at that time?
He does speak or read a few words. He's more into Japanese.
Yeah, he was saying like that at that time. He could read some characters or something.
Yeah, and he speaks Japanese as well. Yeah,
oh, that's
good. Old friends of high school, but yeah.
Actually, yeah, it's like the reason, like I really look forward to meeting you. It's you have the perfect character, like personality-wise.
Really?
Like it's outward. Like some guys, even myself, sometimes we are a little bit not that outward, you know.
Yeah, well, I used to be more shy when I was a kid. Yeah,
it's a good stuff. And also we share the similar hairstyle.
That's the thing, right? I think we saw each other's hair. We're like, yep,
like brothers.
Exactly. No, I can't even try to have a beard. Not working, but.
Yeah,
yours is longer.
Yeah, it's original actually. Never cut.
Never cut. Damn.
So actually, we save some time. We order now.
Okay.
So the kitchen can prepare.
Okay.
Yeah, we can have some applies and then 2 or 3 dishes. That would be amazing. What do you like?
Well, since we started talking about Lapi, I'll take a.
Hey, do you want? Yeah. Do you want some Qingdao beer or something?
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I think it would be.
That would be extra bonus.
Thanks. It also helped me to speak a little bit more because I'm a little bit shy right now.
Okay, so Dongbei Lapi noodle salad. Okay.
I just want to see if I want to take the classics or if I want to go with something more funky.
Are you okay with the intestines?
Yeah.
That is pretty good.
Like it,
we try the stir-fried pork intestines.
Intestines it is.
Yeah, I always like that one. So after trying sometimes.
Like the first time someone ordered, I'm like, I'm not that sure. But after the second time, I'm like, yeah, this is so good.
It's a good stuff.
Yeah. Otherwise, I don't know. Braised pork or twice cooked pork is always a good.
You want what?
I'll let you choose.
No, it's okay. I ate a lot of already, so.
Well, do you have anything new to show?
No, it's fine. It's just for me. As I said, I eat a lot of times. Sometimes videos, sometimes friends, and also this kind of videos.
Yeah.
So it's just you try. You choose.
You know what? I'll go for the classic. I'll go for the twice cooked pork.
Okay.
Yeah.
On one more, like 3 would be better.
3?
Yeah. We get some
veggie.
Yeah, green beans.
Green beans it is. Yeah, green beans. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
My
And,
girlfriend loves that one.
To rice as well.
Yeah, please.
Because I need to lose weight.
You need to lose weight.
I have issues. Like
Oh boy.
normally I try not to. I almost every day I don't eat any rice
Really?
or the bread.
Wow.
And in the morning just cereal, milk, and then vegetables. I eat a lot of broccoli and garlic sauce in the restaurant
That's good.
for the lunch.
That's good.
And then drink, get some bubble tea.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Okay.
For the Qingdao beer, do you want the glasses?
Whichever.
Okay,
Whichever simpler.
looks nice.
Yeah, all right then. Been a while here. Getting used to podcasting. Wow.
Have the glasses. We just started having during the pandemic. We did not have any beer.
You
We
didn't?
just started last
Nice.
week. I ordered some. Oh, actually, I forgot to order again. I ordered 2 boxes last week for the weekend.
Yeah. Me too. During the pandemic, I didn't even drink that much. Then everything started, and we're starting to drink and buy beer. You saying you were losing weight? You want to lose weight? Damn. I just got 30s, like in my early 30s now.
Okay.
And pandemic hit, and I just exploded.
Are you looking fine now? Okay. Cheers.
Cheers.
Welcome.
Thanks to you.
Actually, it's nice for the lunch. Early lunch, we drink beer.
Good beer for China. Yes.
China beer is always really nice.
Refreshing, indeed.
After the pandemic, before was $2 each bottle. Now it's $2.71.
Ouch.
I guess the shipment cost between China and here went up crazy.
Went up, everything. Yeah. Speaking of things that came up, yeah, a lot of
The
things.
pandemic is really crazy. And last April, when they shut down because of the pandemic, because the beers they expire in about 6 months.
Right.
So
okay, yeah.
that time, every staff lunch we drink beer because we had I guess about 10 boxes or almost 20 boxes of beers.
Well, at least that's
And then we took us a long time to finish everything.
that means that makes for good lunches. I guess.
So every lunch we were drinking beer.
Oh, it's fun.
But that's the loss of the restaurant business because you have a stock of beer for something gonna expire and
food.
close 1 year, so you have to finish. Now, like I just bought the 2 boxes of like last week. We started like a secret opening of the restaurant, so people can eat inside, but we don't let people know. Just if they come in, they sit.
Right. Secretly.
Secret, seriously, we don't have people like enough stuff. So
Right.
so I bought 2 boxes. Now almost done. I need to order again. But like if it's fully open, it's crazy. We gotta spend a lot of money on the first time stocking up.
Yeah, stocking up.
Yeah.
Okay, all the logistics.
And if they shut down another year, so gonna go waste again.
So that's why you're waiting, or like to get things more stabilized.
Yeah,
before-
exactly.
I understand that.
It's interesting. So for the beer thing, remind me a lot of stuff. A lot of boxes we drank like during the pandemic.
Must be have good memories of that. And you got stories to share about people getting drunk?
No, only our people, the kitchen staff. Actually, not affecting work, so we just like everybody one bottle. Yeah, we take time, 6 months, we finish off everything.
That's not bad. That's not bad. It got through.
Yeah.
It got through.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, back to you can ask me any question.
Right.
Probably I can. We just a little bit chat. It's not serious at all. So like what year? How old are you when you came here?
I was not quite 5.
Really?
Yeah, it was right about 5. Not yet. Like I came in October.
So you don't have memory there in China.
China.
You don't have much memory.
Some very slight memories. I remember catching dragonflies when I was a kid with a big bamboo.
But do you feel, because sometimes the kids, when you're very young, came here to the new language environment, did you feel anything like some kids not playing, you could not understand some kids, you don't have that memory, or just like playing, as long as you play, it's fine?
I guess so. And my mom always said, like, you learn super quick when you're a kid, and they sent me actually to English school before French school.
Oh, you were in Montreal at that time?
No, I was in Quebec.
Quebec City?
Quebec City, yeah. Full-time Quebec City.
And then went to English first.
Yeah, because there was this law from Quebec at that time, I don't know, but saying like immigrants can study in English, but people from Quebec, they cannot go to English school. So my mom said like, all right, well my parents said like, go learn English first. So I studied 3 years in English, all the way to third grade. Then they switched me back to French school. Say like, oh well, in Quebec, so
but you
learn French.
You did not feel like something you were left out, or like
No,
because
too small,
too young, yeah. But when kids came here, like when they are 10 or 9, probably they will feel something, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, the fun thing is when I got to 4th grade in French school, I had no idea how to speak. I never
Really?
I learned French in 1st grade actually. Yeah. So I don't know how I made it. Like the first year must have been super weird because you don't speak French. I don't know, but
cool. So that's really good, because sometimes when you are conscious of like some language thing, and then you sometimes will affect some character or the personality, right? But
maybe so.
Yeah, if you don't feel anything, it's great.
I don't remember anything. I only remember like reading Dragon Ball when I was a kid. And I was in French because that's
Dragon Ball in French. That's
Japanese. Yeah, Japanese, but like in small school, in elementary school, you like friends giving you, we got Dragon Balls.
Wow,
and that Dragon Ball was in French because at that time I was in a French school, and I guess that's part of why I learned better French faster. I don't know.
But right now, the between you speak 3 languages, right? French, English.
2.5.
So which one is the half?
Chinese, of course.
Really? Okay. So the best maybe your French, right? I guess.
Yes, I guess so.
You spend a lot of time in Quebec City.
French, more natural. English, I'm still stuttering a bit.
So the Chinese, you how about reading, writing?
Forget about that.
Really?
I can order food. I can understand. I can read like.
I guess first time we met, I thought we were speaking Chinese a lot.
Maybe.
But I don't like when you speak Chinese. I don't feel the difference like people from mainland. To be honest, it's not. It's really natural.
It's natural, but it's very familiar Chinese. Like when you start saying more technical terms, I'm like,
that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
Like reading news, or even like listening to news.
Even today,
sometimes like I understand most of it, but when they go technical, I'm like, okay, I don't understand.
It's just over time. Like I was reading or writing or speaking perfectly Chinese, right? Because I spent my first 20-some years in China. But like even now today, I sometimes cannot write some characters. But if I when I see it, I can understand it. But wow,
thanks.
Okay, there we go.
Damn.
Yeah, today I'm gonna eat a lot, even rice.
I'll make an exception on my food intake for one day.
Okay, let's mix this. Oh, actually, we should use this one to mix it easier.
Let you do the honors.
Yeah, Chinese is difficult, and sometimes if you don't use it, you just forget. Now every day we type. Even I do WeChat with friends in Chinese, and we just type.
Yeah, you don't write it
But
anymore.
we don't know how to write some characters. But if I see them, definitely I can read. But if you ask me to write some, even I look at some like on the paper, this Chinese character is weird. Sometimes.
Yeah, but do you think this case is going to happen to people in China as well, since most people now just type things?
I think so. I think so. Especially, writing, especially when you see the handwriting character, like on paper, you look at it, you sometimes see it could be wrong. So, I thought like it should not write like this. But if you go to the typing, to computer typing, that's the right one. It's very, very.
That's interesting for like in terms of how China is changing or the language is changing. Like, people now just type things, so they don't write that much. You think it's going to be different? It's going to be somewhat like people will sort of lose how to write, or still it works because you learn it in school.
But the young people, we have the waitress 2 or 3, at least very young. They're 20, 21. They write beautifully. The handwriting is great. My handwriting is crap. It's really bad. Because
I don't have handwriting.
We write all the people's order like in Chinese. It's really bad. But the young, maybe they had the training. So it's perfect. Okay.
Elegant.
Start.
All right. Thanks. That is an interesting thing because I never considered that.
It's very. 3 languages is really amazing.
Like I said too. Like now, especially now, since I don't go to Quebec to my family that much, especially because of the COVID. Spend 3/4 of my day in English at work, and
but you right now stay in Montreal, right?
Yeah. Right now in Montreal.
In Quebec City, when you grew up, you did not have a lot of Chinese friends, right?
I was the only one in school, at least. But right now it's different because now my little brother, my sister and my brother, they studied at the same school as I did. Now they have more Chinese people, so they actually could have like a few Chinese friends. When I was there, I was like the only one. And the other ones were like a grade higher or a grade lower. And I think in my level, I think there was like 2 other Chinese girls, but one of them was adopted, I think, and the other I don't really know that much. So,
but did you feel you were like sometimes you were not like some they will say like a little bit of stereotype or like mistreatment? No, that's fine.
I got a big attitude, so I don't care.
Because my daughter, she's 8.
Right.
She was born here, so natural. So like when she was 8 months old, like we sent her to a home daycare. So she was really good with that body. So like, she was 8 months old.
And now at school, she's doing fine.
Yeah, she's happy every day. It's really amazing. She's laughing every day.
That's good.
And even during the pandemic, as long as the school allows, she went to the school every day. She loves school.
Oh, that's cool. And she got friends from everywhere. Montreal, that's a good thing, right?
It's really great. She's happy. So that's why I asked at the beginning, when you came here without English or French, several years old, you could feel some, but she's born here, so it's much easier for her.
But like that's the thing I think in Quebec that's different from Montreal is in Quebec I was like the only Chinese, but also everyone else was white.
Yeah.
But like I think there was one black kid or 2, maybe 2. Yeah. But like you can count them on your fingers, right? You're like, oh, this guy. So we didn't have much mixing.
But why did your family choose Quebec City the first place? So they landed in Quebec City, right?
Landed in Quebec. That's a story for my dad. You can ask him eventually. It's fun. It's a fun thing he told me about. But yeah, he's studying in history, and he had a grant, I think, to study at University Laval.
Oh yeah.
So he went to University Laval.
That university is not in Laval. It's in Quebec.
It's in Quebec City. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
They took the name.
They took the name, yeah. I never really understood why or asked, but yeah. So University Laval is in Quebec City.
Oh, that's weird. I always automatically think it's in the north of Montreal.
So
That's good. So, so he knew your father knew French already when. That's pretty awesome.
yeah, he's like this. The different thing, like most people go for English, but he went for French. And I think he had a choice between going to France or coming to Quebec. And he chose Quebec.
It's amazing. It's so cold. I'm no worries. It's so cold. This is the second unit. Like
Big one.
we were just like when you, I forgot to turn on the second floor the AC, so I turned both of them to be cool.
It's fun to have a little bit cold weather in hot summer days.
Yeah, we have two. The central unit, the control over there, so it's the vent. So it's
right. It's round around. Okay.
Yeah. So this one just give it extra
punch.
Yeah. This morning really hectic for me. I came here, found out as I show you, you came in the restaurant. The warmer, the soup warmer was not working, stopped working. So I have to replace the element.
You know how to do that?
I YouTubed.
YouTube, man.
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah. The whole thing was I removed pieces and then found out like some screws I should not remove, so it'll be difficult for me to put them back now. But I know how to remove that now.
Oh, that's good. Yes, me too. Like, actually, others thing, I actually bought a house in North Montreal. The north
a lot of
like
stuff.
Saint-Thérèse. Yeah, so I'm starting YouTubing stuff as well. Like, okay,
YouTube.
How to repair a roof. How to block holes.
The roof is tough. Like we had, I live in West End. Last year, the year before, in May, I guess, one day you always have a very strong wind, and the shingles, several of them, was blown off. Yeah.
Blown off?
Yeah.
Blown off completely?
Yeah.
Wow.
A row or two, several pieces. I bought several. Went up to the roof. First time I asked a company, they did like $300, I believe, to replace several. And then next year happened again, same thing. A third time already.
Wow.
The guy helped me twice. The third time he was so busy. He and his son doing the company business. He was so busy, so I just bought some and so super high, and then I went up like nailed, and it's fine last year.
Yeah.
And it's this year, past spring was fine. But it was a little bit scary. And
once you learn, you're like, okay, I can do this now. So
save a lot of money.
Wow.
Oh yeah, this good stuff.
Thank you. This is the good stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, now, how long have you been here now?
Montreal?
Yeah, well, in Canada, Montreal, from China.
Montreal is the only city I stayed 15 years, all the time in Montreal.
Really? 15 years already?
Yeah, I really like Montreal.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, me too. Montreal's good.
I like some environment, something I don't know, like the French language or something. If the stuff I don't know, I feel more comfortable.
Huh.
Like it's kind of a state of you don't know. And
so you're always there, like.
Yeah, it's like if you don't, you always have excuse. You know, some stuff you don't know because I don't know the language, so you can get away with a lot of. I got that benefit when my first overseas trip was a business trip to Cairo, Egypt.
Right.
I stayed there sometime. So people there, they Arabic, and then some of them, when they talk to you, maybe English. A lot of stuff I don't know. It's really good. You feel like you live in different world.
Yeah, I guess so. I never went to Egypt. Yeah.
So.
Montreal is cool.
I really like Montreal. So even the French, I like the winter. It's not too bad to me.
Not too bad, yeah. Compared to
it's heating everywhere. So if you're lazy, you stay inside. If you want to exercise, you can skate or skiing. Skiing is beautiful.
Yeah, it's at a good pace in Quebec City. Well, Quebec City is good as well, but it's small, so you you get used to it very quickly. Like,
That's Montreux is in the perfect medium.
yeah,
And it's not so boring. It's not so crazy.
true. Like Toronto, for example, is big. It's very English. You don't see much French stuff. So there's like a
Toronto,
cultural
like,
thing.
for Chinese people, it's like Shanghai, another Shanghai. So that's a lot of Chinese people live in Canada. I guess that would be you feel like you're still in Shanghai.
In Toronto?
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
Chinese people everywhere. You have Chinese mall, the supermarket,
Yeah.
everything.
Hmm.
Shanghai the same.
That's from your
You
perspective.
probably see a lot of foreign faces as well in Shanghai, as much as
Yeah,
Toronto.
yeah.
It's a good mix.
Okay, I'm gonna go enough to Asia. Well, to China at least.
When you grew up, like, what was after like you came here? Up like, what age you first time went back to China visit?
Oh boy, I went in 1997.
Okay,
I was 9 years old. Yeah,
Tianjin, right?
Tianjin.
Wow,
I don't remember exactly.
that's the connection. I graduated from Tianjin University.
Tianjin University.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tianjin is amazing.
My parents are from Nankai. I remember. I only remember like
Nankai is that.
the two universities are like split by a wall.
Yeah. Are they from Nankai University or living in the Nankai district?
No, my parents. Well, no, I don't know which district they're from because I don't remember.
Yeah, both Tianjin University and Nankai University, they literally they are located in Nankai district.
Yeah, I know, but like I think they're separated by one wall,
Yeah.
right? Like there's Nankai and
Yeah,
there's Tianjin
there's a
University.
wall. Yeah, but both cities, there's a district called Nankai as well. The district.
Right.
Yeah, so it's an area, like big area called Nankai. It's a nice district.
Yeah, I remember. Because the only memories I have from Tianjin are
My
after.
wife is from Nankai University.
Really?
I crossed that wall a lot of times.
That's where you met her then?
Yeah. in the campus.
Yeah, I think the first time I came to this restaurant, we knew each other. Well, my parents were there as well.
Yeah. Yeah, Tianjin is looks like a second hometown to me.
Oh, that's good.
That's the Changnai big city. After I left my hometown, that's the big city.
Where is your hometown?
Jiangsu province. But I was from village, so it is always stay in the village area. So the real big city is Tianjin for me.
Second home. Just like Montreal for me, I guess.
Yeah. The Tianjin is really amazing. It's really amazing. It's like the people really nice. It was
The breakfast.
Yeah,
The breakfast.
breakfast. And then the stir fry. It's called xiaochao, stir fry. It's very special.
I have to ask, which exactly do you mean by stir fry? Like which xiaochao?
Xiaochao means stir fry, little fry, right?
But like what? What's it? Like,
鱼香肉丝.
Oh yes.
鱼香肉丝.
Oh yes. That yes.
And they put the carrots, julienne carrots. It's very, you don't see anywhere that version. 鱼香肉丝. And in other provinces, they don't put the carrots. And
my uncle, he does the best 鱼香肉丝.
鱼香肉丝, yeah. 鱼香肉丝 is my favorite.
Really?
Yeah, it's sweet. The version, Tianjin version always sweet. That 鱼香肉丝 version.
True.
And also they have 锅塔豆腐. 锅塔豆腐.
That one I didn't taste. I think.
It's like a tofu and the egg, like big slab of the egg and wrapping tofu inside and a lot of sauce around.
Did you have that in your?
No, we used to have kota tofu, but it's different version.
Right.
The chef could only do his version, so it's kind of rather dry. And then he poured the sauce on top.
Yeah.
But like in Tianjin, the kota tofu is one together. They made together.
Right.
So you see the dark sauce, everything together, and then you have the meat, egg, and then tofu inside. We used to have we live in a dorm, so there's an old lady. She was selling that thing with the rice, white rice, steamed rice. We can eat a lot of rice with that thing because it has sauce.
Yeah. Okay, I'll have to ask them.
锅塔豆腐.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
It's not easy to make though, because you have to keep the form of the tofu, soft tofu inside,
Right.
and the wrapping thing. And our version, the chef is flipping the whole piece like this. You put the egg on the bottom of the wok, and then you have the tofu laid on top, and some egg on top, and then you flip because the bottom part is hard already. Then you flip and then make the other side, top side to the bottom to.
That's complicated to do, right, with the tofu. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
If
I can
you
understand.
cannot do the good flip, and it's gonna crash.
Technique.
Yeah, that's a technique.
Okay. Right. Well, I'll ask my uncle because he learned a lot of food making in Tianjin, and he's good as. Yeah, he's the best. So
Yeah, it's a good memory.
I'll ask him.
The breakfast you mentioned is called tofu nao, and youtiao, and what is that? 大饼鸡蛋。
煎饼果子。
煎饼果子，大饼鸡蛋。That's the two typical classic.
And the gabasai.
Gabasai, I never like it. It's the most famous for Tianjin local people. But my wife liked it.
Really?
It's really weird.
Super good.
It's kind of crumbs of that thing.
Of a soy green bean.
Green beans made of green beans. Yeah.
And my mom knows how to do it now. She grinds the green beans together.
I tried 2 or 3 times. It's not because I had other choices like 大饼鸡蛋.
Yeah, of course. Right.
For me, those two are a lot better than that one.
Yeah, for me, gabasai. I'm sorry.
Yeah, gabasai. My wife liked it. She's not from Tianjin, but she liked it. It's really strange. But that's very unique.
Yep. That is, I got my nickname from my uncles and aunts saying I'm the Gaba Li. Because each time I go to China, like in Tianjin especially, I just, each morning if I can, I'll eat that.
Really?
Oh yeah, it was good.
So that's really interesting. And especially you developed your taste like palate in Canada for a long time.
I like everything. That's it.
But used to 97. Actually 97. That's the year I went to university.
All right.
Yeah, the first year I went to Tianjin.
Wow.
That time Tianjin was still like old, right? It's
Yeah.
kind of a little bit dirty everywhere.
Dirty. Well, that's the thing. Well, yes, and also like I remember that my grandparents' place where I stayed.
Yeah.
There was this little stream nearby.
Yeah.
And
not Haihe, not the.
No, we're not that far out. It was not far from the university. It's like
Weijinghe.
I cannot tell. It's on the northwest, I think, from the Nankai. It's on the northwest. But anyway, there was well, it's a stream, it's not a river. I just like to catch dragonflies when I was a kid. It was fun. I think that's the only big memory I have from China, other than like eating food.
And the streets really like turns, a lot of like crazy turns. In Tianjin, you don't tell, like you ask where they don't tell you in directions, don't tell you turn you north, west, or east, or south. They always turn left, right.
That's possible.
No street is straight. It's not straight at all. So it always turns crazy. Like
it could be true.
Yeah, in Tianjin, that's the only when I was in first time in Tianjin. When I ask directions, you have to memorize like how many turns left, right turn, left turn, and you ask them, is that north or south? They don't know.
The only I think the one time I really discovered Tianjin, that was when I went again in 2006. I wasn't like after high school. Yeah, I walked Tianjin.
That time was already good, right?
Sorry?
It's already pretty. Like
yeah, it was prettier. Yeah,
it already developed a lot.
Yeah. Like all my grandparents moved place because their own ones had old home got demolished.
Yeah.
So they got a new house. Yeah, no, it was fun. It was actually that year. I think we had Google Maps. I think we did, and we could actually
already covered. Google Map already covered Tianjin.
Yeah, That was one point, because I think in 2009 they deleted Google Maps. So in 2006 I had it. So I was like with my, I didn't have a cell phone. Sorry, I didn't have a cell phone, but I was like checking on the internet. Okay, from my place to the university, I have to do this, and I walked the whole Tianjin. It was fun.
Tianjin developed really fast, like recently.
Uh,
It was, like I said, it was fastly when in 1997, 98. In the summer, you always have we call the sandstorm, 沙尘暴. In the summer or the end of the summer, beginning fall, you always have that. In the air, there's a little bit like the sand, the fine.
I think I heard about that. Yeah,
it's crazy. And the kind of the building is still like a 2-story building, 3-story building. Right now, it's all like
10, 15.
Scraper.
Yeah. I got some fond memories of Tianjin. Yeah, and then there was a grocery store, big grocery called Metro on the north side. To go there was my uncle.
That time we used to have a French grocery called Carrefour.
Carrefour, yeah.
It was still there probably. It
So
was a big one. And it probably took us like 20 minutes to ride a bicycle to get there. Yeah. Everybody had bicycle at that time, our time.
I remember my cousin used to like ride her bicycle while texting, and like, how do you do it?
One hand riding.
One hand riding, one hand
texting. It's always like everybody does it.
I know.
Yeah. We always use one hand.
And I was like, you only had one bike, so I'm like on the back. I'm like, trying not to get your legs crushed by the wheel, and then you're like holding her, and she's typing, and you're like, what the fuck is going on?
And Tianjin was really, really great, and also that time was really safe city. The Tianjin that time, the people theory was like the economy was not that strong that time because you have a lot of people they want higher pay. They went to Beijing, close. So Tianjin is left alone there by itself. So you can make a living, but you don't make a lot of money. So people turn out to be much nicer. So they don't have a lot of ambitions. Seriously,
just chill,
yeah. People really relax it. Like it's very that back then, around 2000, they're always the best. Every year they have a ranking in China. Like the big cities, they have ranking about the crime rate. Tianjin was the best city.
Really? Wow, I did not know that. Yeah, I don't go there like.
And even guys, the men, they are not very aggressive. When they had argument in the street, they just argue for like we always joke like 1 hour. They were shouting words at each other, but never fighting. Yeah, no fighting. And the woman there, even they call ma jie, they can yell at you like curse and swear for a long time, just shame you or something. But there's no physical fights.
That's good. That's
good. So peaceful people. Peaceful people. Yeah, that's really nice.
Because I remember like my aunt, they were like, I got an uncle right now in Vancouver. I'm actually gonna see him in 2 weeks. But yeah, my aunt is too like super fun, super sweet, but like the words, man, like oh wow. Yeah,
always.
Very, very flavorful Tianjin. Yeah.
And also the tones they use, the accent. The xiangsheng is from Tianjin. So what? Xiangsheng is the art of like stand-up comedian.
Right.
Yeah, sometimes two. In Chinese, it's a lot of time more popular is two people. They like it's not it's one people.
Yeah.
If you one,
xiangsheng.
So it's like it's from Tianjin. It's very famous for like talking.
Did not know that.
Telling jokes, and the accent is cool. The dialect.
Yeah, I used to watch it with my parents when I was a kid.
Ma Li is the most famous. Probably he passed away. Otherwise, he could be 120.
Well, I remember like there was
most
like
famous, the skinny old guy.
Zhao Benshan.
Zhao Benshan is from north.
Yeah.
No, that's the Xiaoping. Xiaoping is kind of play.
Sketches.
It's a play. But Shangchen is just talking, no action, no body language.
Yeah, two people with a microphone and they just make
But sometimes one, but that takes more skills, I guess. Otherwise, it will be boring. Sometimes you just one people talking Shangchen.
I used to watch that with my parents. See, that's one of the things that you don't do anymore. Not with my parents anymore.
But that you need to know Chinese really a lot to get the point. Like
jokes and
like stand-up comedian, you have to be really good at English or know the story.
The language, the expression that you use.
I used to watch a lot of YouTube like stand-up comedians, like English to learn English, and then find it so hard.
What's funny? I don't understand.
Especially they mention names. Some names in the past maybe funny, made some stupid mistakes. You know, they mention some names.
And there's the context as well, the social context. Oh, you stayed in Tianjin, yeah?
Yeah, 4 years. It's amazing. I never had a chance to go back though. We have a reunion thing.
Yeah. Well, did you do you go back to at least to China once in a while?
Every probably 6-7 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a long
It's not easy. Not easy for me.
That's true.
Also financially, it's kind of used to, like for me, because I'm from a village. So like from village, it's kind of a custom or sometimes you go there, you need to spend a lot of money on the elders and the young kids, especially during the Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
Last time you're gonna go broke if you have one visit. Seriously, especially you come from overseas, they thought you were doing well. They expect you doing well financially, and we had a big family. Like my parents' generation had a big family, a lot of relatives.
Yeah.
So it's kind of you go the New Year, you see this like aunt or uncle. So you need to pay, give them some money to show you respect.
Yeah.
And also young kids. It's like when like our generation already, most of them have young kids already. So you have to give them the red, what is it? Yeah, 红包, yeah. So if you're concerned with the money thing, try to avoid Chinese New Year time. If you go back during the middle of the year, it's fine because they don't expect you.
Yeah, so you just like bring some gifts from chocolate, chocolate,
or wine.
Or
it's tough. But that's not the reason I did not go though, because we have to. My wife, we came from very different area. Like she's from north, I'm from Jiangsu, so you need to decide where to go.
Yeah,
it's very very tough, and we need to. I had a full-time job. Like we have like a 3-week vacation, so you probably need to plan. Use the 3 weeks go to somewhere, go together with my wife.
Yeah. So somewhere else. Yeah. So do you travel somewhere else? Like do you travel?
I only like some cities like within Canada, US. Canada, US, we went a lot. Only when my wife was 3 months pregnant, we went to Paris and Rome, like 2 weeks split between Paris and Rome.
Which one do you like first? Which one do you like best?
Yeah, I guess Paris. Paris is amazing. Rome is, I don't know, Rome is, but you see the history a lot. That will shock you. The whole thing, the history, the city, but it's not as pretty as Paris, to be honest.
I didn't go to Rome actually. I never went there.
No, Rome?
No.
Rome is very dry. We went in end of July, between July and August, 2 weeks, super dry and super hot. But the hot is not that uncomfortable. It's dry.
It's dry. So.
Yeah, it's dry, so it's not bad. And the people say the design of the city or something, the wind can always go through, and it's really nice. It's
that's good. That's cool.
And but the tree, the pine tree. It's like it's going up very tall. There are no leaves or branches.
Yeah. At the bottom.
And then just a little bit the leaves on the top.
Oh, so there's a lot of sun. You know what I'm saying? Or?
Yeah, a lot of sun coming, and it's look like a palm thing. It looks like a palm. A lot of trees super tall.
Okay, like palms. Yeah.
Yeah, but only it's a pine tree, probably pine. But only something on the top.
Mhm.
You know, it's kind of
Okay.
it's kind of signature thing. Like Rome is pretty interesting, but the whole city is not managed very well. It's not run very well.
Right.
It's not very hygiene or some other. It's not.
Not very.
Yeah.
What you would expect from Europe or.
Yeah, but the Paris is amazing. Paris, you see the culture, you see the people, and everything.
Are they not respectful? Because in French, because in Quebec, we all have, people like on the French part, at least in Canada, we're like, yeah, French people, sometimes they get like, even French people themselves, like, oh, French people, they'll say, oh, Parisians, they're bad. Like my boss is French, and we're all like, oh, Parisians.
It's maybe
like,
the attitude of big city like Shanghai.
Mhm.
Inside China, Shanghai, a lot of people think Shanghai, they don't respect people outside of Shanghai. they say you're a countryman. As long as you're not from Shanghai, you're a countryman. That's maybe a stereotype as well, but not fair to Shanghai people.
It's funny. When I went to Paris, like I go there with speaking with my Quebec French accent, and they're like, "Oh, our little cousins from Quebec."
Really?
I'm like, I'm like, all right, whatever.
That's the benefit not knowing French, so we don't.
Like, oh, nos cousins du Québec. Like, all right.
That's cool.
All right.
At least you speak the
So
same.
they're all like laughing at my accent because I guess a Chinese guy who's speaking with a very strong Quebec accent.
But is
kind
that
funny.
very different? The French language is so different.
It's not different. It's like I guess it's somewhat like in China where my dad is from the south, right? He's from Hunan.
Yeah.
And when I go to Hunan, like they speak, I have almost like I can get some ideas of what words they're speaking, but I wouldn't understand that much.
Hunan is tough.
Yeah, Hunan is tough.
Yeah, it's fast.
Yeah.
You go,
and very guttural. Like, oh.
You go south, in the south of southern China is crazy. A lot of accent.
Yeah. And so if I go to Paris, I understand them because everyone understands the French, French, but they don't understand that much of Quebec French. So I guess it's more like if I go to Hunan, I guess a little bit less than that, but yeah. Like they understand, but when we speak quickly, they're like, "Whoa, what's talking about?" The way we use words as well and expressions and all.
But you can you can talk to each other. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
It's like I go to United States. My English is okay enough to get everything I want. That's really amazing to find people to chat.
Yeah.
But if I go some friends, if they don't speak English, it's totally.
Well, at least English is good, right? So that's the thing as well, because in France, people don't speak English. Like almost not much, But like everywhere else in Europe, I think they do speak English. That's a big if.
But have you going to what is that called? Louvre, right? Louvre.
Yeah, Louvre one.
It's amazing.
Yeah, that was good.
Another is Orsay is what is the
Versailles?
Yeah. No, the another temporary art. It's called, what is Odyssey or Orsay, the another kind of museum, art museum.
That I didn't go.
Well, that one is even, they said some people even prefer that more. It's all modern, like a contemporary art.
Oh, right.
So they kind of separate, like the last 200 years.
Mm-hmm.
The art thing,
Right.
the painting, they put in that all set in Chinese. It's called all set, but it's a translation.
Okay. I don't know.
But it's a little bit boring. You don't, because especially you don't study art, you don't know that thing.
Mm-hmm.
But at least you know the big famous pieces in Louvre, right? Mona Lisa,
Yeah.
thing, and the Venus, the goddess.
The 100, like there's this wall was like the Last Supper painting was like the Christ with 12 apostles and all. Like I didn't know there was like several hundreds of, like, I don't know. I just went to that room and there was like a whole room full of that final the final thing, or whatever that. I'm not Christian, so I don't know. But it was fun. But Germany, that's fun. Germany is awesome.
But do you speak anything just English there.
The only German I speak is what my friends told me. That's it.
But you get along, like, get by speaking English.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, even if you don't, you're like...
I was, for our trip, I was planning, landing Paris, and then we rent a car to go different cities in France and Italy. But then we went to rent a car. First of all, it's super expensive. They do the mileage, the rate on mileage. Also, most models, they don't have automatic transmission. So only 2 or 3 available models, the high end or something, the price is too crazy. So we changed the plan. It was several cities before in the plan. We reduced to 2 cities, Paris and Rome. We took the second leg. We just took a short flight from Paris to Rome.
Yeah.
Took a flight. And it was cheaper. We went to McDonald's to get the Wi-Fi to book a flight.
Like $20, $40 for a flight.
Yeah, it's cheap.
It's cheap.
It's cheap.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a British flight. It's a small one, intercity thing. They have it's a small brand. Never heard of it. And then they keep sending emails after I came back.
I remember, going to Europe. You just take flights, man. I never expected that planes would be cheaper than train, and I'm like, all right.
It's called city hop or something. They hop between cities.
And there was like EasyJet. There was
a lot of this small operator.
Yeah, Ryanair. Yeah. But if you go to England, go to Edinburgh, Scotland. That's good. That's awesome.
I was in UK for 8 months, but mainly in London and Reading, the small suburb area next to London.
I stayed there. Yeah, not enough. Travels, eh?
But when you grew up here, like the high school, they are sometimes overseas trips, right? Did you?
Used to, but we were poor, so I didn't go.
No, it's the parents. Sometimes they decide.
Yeah. Yeah, I was poor when I was a kid. Well, my parents were poor when I was a kid. Now my parents are rich, so my brother and sister, they go do their trips.
Okay. That's really luxury. Like in high school, you can go overseas.
It was like in Italy, I think. My friends went. Many of my friends went there. It was super fun. They went like a whole trip into Europe, to Czechoslovakia. I think they went visit a little bit of the history there, like the Second World War stuff.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
The main thing is really when I was in Cairo, I was doing a project supporting the company, right? During the Christmas time, we had a long holiday, like there may be a week off. Most of my colleagues in that office, they went to Nigeria. Wow. It's really nice. They took a cruise upstream to the Nile River,
wow.
And then from somewhere they took a flight to Nigeria to see the safari, real safari.
Wow.
I did not go because I did not have money. I could, but I was short on money, so I did not go with them. Yeah. When they came back, they showed me the pictures. That's crazy. The giraffe, the real thing they have. And, and they have Upper Egypt or the like a Lower Egypt something. All the ancient civilization was in up Nile River. So they went there. So you see the temple of the sun god of the. You still see the sculpture on the thing like a sand wall. The whole thing. In Cairo, you don't see that. In that, like maybe 100 kilometers away, somewhere. That's starting the real civilization of Egypt. They still have that thing standing. Like.
Yep.
I did not go. That's the only chance I had, maybe.
Well, you can still have other chances later on. Come on.
I went to pyramids like several times, Great Pyramids several times. Because that's in Cairo, Giza area.
Yeah. Not so far from there, yeah.
Every time we have new colleagues from headquarters, new people visiting the office. Okay, the weekend. Okay, let's go. I went there 3 or 4 times. The first time I was new, the old colleagues took me there. And new colleagues, I go again.
Yeah, like first time you're like, oh, and then second you're like, all right, see that it's just big triangles. All right. But yeah, Egypt. My girlfriend really wants to go there. Gotta wait for a while, I guess, for the
pandemic,
and I don't know if it's still. I know that a few years ago there was something.
But that time was really peaceful. Now after the revolution, I don't know. It's the whole regime changed. I was 2002. I was there between 2002 and 2003, and it was so peaceful.
Yep. Seen what happened after Egypt. I'm like, yeah, maybe.
No, probably the same. I don't know. But that time, really enjoyed the people. The people working with us, they were speaking some English, so I spoke some English. So got along really well. And one super rich kid, like I guess it's like right now China the 富二代, like, yeah, looks like that engineer from our customer. He's tall, handsome young guy, and driving a nice car. And that's really amazing. Like that time we thought Egypt was not that rich, but that guy had a really life. But the office working is really rundown office. Like you see the pewter wall, even the telecom offices not that good. But this guy got a lot of money, and he's working for that office.
Yeah, you don't know where he got the money. He's just working there for fun.
And at night, like one night, he took us to a boat on the Nile River, and it's so luxury.
Wow!
And then the juice is really from the mango, so sweet. Everything like
the mango.
Mango juice.
Wow!
And also the fish, everything was the boat has live performance. Everything. Wow, that's crazy. Wow. They have high-end stuff, upscale thing.
You just taste it once. You're like, oh, okay, this is the high luxury life. Nah, I don't know. I never went to things like that. Like even Montreal, where like on Friday nights, you see people wearing so much luxury. Like, I'm just a pub hopper, man. Don't go to bars anymore. But like, just pubs. Just give me a pub and I have it. But like in Montreal, but that's the thing, right? In Quebec City versus Montreal. Quebec City, when you go to bars, there's only pubs most of the time, so you just go to pubs.
Yeah,
most people, and they're just wearing casual stuff and go. But in Montreal, when you go down like the downtown area, like Crescent, McGill, everyone's wearing super like upstate. I don't know, like ball type high end clothes.
Do you know the Eaton Center? The Eaton Center, they have timeout. The timeout food court. Food court timeout. Okay. That's like high end.
Okay.
The timeout is like, I guess it's a British. It's a brand. They opened the first one in Lisbon, Portugal. So they turn the kind of a deserted area near the beach area. They make it like a super upscale, like all the restaurant bars, and then now they call Timeout Food Quarters Plaza. Okay. And it's so famous. Now have New York, Miami, Montreal, Toronto is coming. And the Montreal one is really nice. They have more than, I guess, 12, 13 different style food restaurant, very high end.
So it's expensive?
It's very, for the lunch area, because it's in the office building. It's the Eaton Center.
Right.
So a lot of people, they go there, you see the price. I guess it's the manager's level minimum. But you have in downtown, you have a lot of people making that kind of money. So you go there sometime the first opening, the 2 years, right before the pandemic. I guess it's kind of really unfortunate for them. Right before the pandemic, we went there like at the grand opening.
Right.
Like our colleague, we just went there like, well, it's not our type. It's not it's out of our league.
So it was like higher.
Yeah. So the people they're drinking beer, like who have the office job, you drink beer during the lunch, so they drink beer.
Sometimes we do.
Yeah. But the price, everything, and they have a bar, really nice bar for the office people. And then the ladies and guys, the dress they wear, you see, oh, it's not us.
Not artists. Yeah.
But that's kind of a time out. You need to check out. It's really good.
Time out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess in London as well, they have, I guess, less than 10 in the world. It's global. That's the
Like,
new.
how much does a food cost? Like, if you go there during daytime for lunch?
Probably $30, $20, 20, 30, I guess. But normally we're using the McDonald's coupons.
$10. Yeah,
$10 is a little bit expensive already for the lunch, you know.
Yeah, for the lunch, yeah. I can understand it. Yeah.
That's why we have trouble for our restaurant here. We are in downtown.
Mm-hmm.
Like we have very few customers. Without pandemic, we have very few customers for the lunch time.
Really?
Yeah, because like you have a lot of options everywhere. Like $10 you have soup, stuff and rice meal, like complete meal.
Yeah.
So for us, it's really tough. So our main business for
evenings and weekends.
Yeah, evenings. Yeah. I feel that, you know, even myself, I want more than $10. That's crazy.
Reduce the portions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you didn't have the overseas trips, but like what university, what stuff you did?
Laval.
Here.
In Quebec.
Oh, Laval University.
Laval University, yeah, same as my dad. Yeah.
You learn art, right?
Yeah. I went to Cégep in science.
Science? Yeah. But
well, I started in science. I didn't like it. No. And then I went actually in Cégep. When in Quebec we have Cégep. I went to Sciences Humaines, social studies, history, and religion.
But normally the parents, they don't like kids to learn those kind of art.
I know.
Because art means like you after you graduate you lose job. You kind of unemployed, right?
Yep.
So a lot of
I used to. I had to fight.
A lot of parents they're very practical, right?
Yeah, they're like go to a study in science or
like a real engineering at least.
MBA or yeah.
So you fought your way. You won.
Yeah, I fought my way. I always used to draw stuff. So like my parents, I think they kind of knew like, oh yeah, Gwayne Li always draws. So like, okay, let's try it. So.
I remember like we used to have in the old restaurant we used to have to cut for people to draw, and I guess you were waiting too long and you would draw with your ball pen with the powerful hand, right? I remember I was really impressed. Like you drew a.
I did.
It's a powerful hand. You drew a hand.
I did that.
Yeah, fist.
I did.
Yeah, you drew a fist with your ball pen. It's crazy. Only by lines.
I don't remember, but yeah, maybe.
I still have that.
Really?
I saved all the cards from customers. Like it's more than 200, I guess. I put a number there. I stamp with our little logo there. The stamp. I still have in my basement.
Wow.
Yeah, it's you are the maybe very few adults did that. Normally for kids. Remember, like a lot of kids like draw that little thing, "Daddy, I love you," "Mommy, I love you," that thing, or the "I love this restaurant," and you did the fist thing.
I did. I remember.
It's like it's not even by pencil; it's by ball pen. So it's kind of all the lines you can see. Probably if you count, maybe 1,000 lines.
I scribble.
It's very weird because you guys are wild. I guess the artist people they wired differently because you drew this part and then somehow you can make up some part and then can make out a shape or some ideas you want to. But for me, gonna go straight lines.
Lines, yeah. But the real artists, that's what they do because they already have it in their head. Like they just need to do like tack.
From the beginning, what is this from beginning?
Yeah, usually when I draw, I'm like, I have no idea what I'm drawing, so I'm just scribbling stuff. I'm like, oh,
really?
This looks like something. Let's do this.
But at least you get something at the end.
Yeah, I guess so.
So that's something you see. Probably you're different from you have that art sense, right?
Maybe.
That's crazy. Even our own logo, like this logo, is like a guy from Hong Kong. He did that. I see him more like you. He did that a lot. He used the what is the star? what is it, stylist or something.
Oh, the pen.
Yeah, the pen.
Yeah.
He did that. Even was expect several years ago. That thing was the pen was so expensive. He had to do that thing. I guess he saved all his money.
I have one at home. It's like 2,000.
Yeah, exactly. The guy skinny, I guess, was starving. He saved a lot of money to buy that thing.
but it works a long time.
Yeah.
It works a long time. Yeah.
He drew the sketch of everybody. That's why when I opened the restaurant, I asked him to I have this real picture of AuntDai, just drew something for me, the sketch.
Yeah.
And he did it like really quick. And he gave the whole big file, the original file, with like crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And that's why I see him more like you. Like you can guys use the crazy.
Yeah, I don't draw as much now.
And this guy turned into actually he's really super busy. He's so smart. He did animation.
Right, really.
And after that, he's been in the film industry for like at least 6 years, I guess 5-6 years.
Where's in Hong Kong?
Yeah, he's working. This guy must be really living a really rich life now. He was working for Double Negative, the Double Negative or DB, like a British. They have 5,000 employees. They made a lot of special effects for Hollywood movies, big short movie.
But now he's working in Montreal. Or he's working
in Montreal, the old port. That's the previous. Last time he was talking to me about several months ago. He changed it to another company for better. That's crazy. He got talent. Some people they got talent. That guy, I see, is really crazy. And the stuff, he had some website to showcase your art stuff, and he sent me a link. This is crazy. He did some animation, those 3D thing, and a little guy standing on a ball to pull a different direction, and like everything is animation. It's like a 3D, and you 3D see from the zero from scratch. He did it. And that's his like project assignment, something he put on the website showcase. He gave me a
he's
link.
doing that. Okay, he did that for work.
Yeah. That's crazy. This guy, I knew now his job. His last job, he told me everybody was wearing shorts, slippers, and they have free beer, free alcohol in the office.
Yeah.
And like because they do the special effect for the Hollywood movies, so everybody is a weirdo. Like,
yeah.
The time is really flexible like crazy. And if you give me free drinks, I cannot work.
In ours, we have Friday. Well, used to have because the pandemic stopped, but we used to have like Friday beers as well. It was fun.
Yeah, it's crazy. I guess the management, they say maybe you drink more beer, you get more products.
I don't know. Depends on which kind of company. But yeah.
So your little brother and sister, they did not choose art, right? Or
no. Brother's going to engineering. Sister is too young, so I don't know.
It's more traditional.
Yeah. Brother's going to Switzerland.
Wow.
Yeah. Trying to get a job over there.
Oh, it's like a job, like not like a intern or just a...
Well, he's trying to get an internship there, but eventually wants to work in Europe at least.
That's the benefit of growing up in Canada or something. You get the language skills. Like already French, English, Europe almost... You can go anywhere.
Yep.
It's better than Switzerland.
And then he's learning German as
German,
well. Yeah, because in Switzerland they speak German. Well, that part.
Yeah,
his girlfriend is Switzerland.
Yeah.
Switzerland. Swiss,
I guess, yeah.
And so he's trying to go over there. That means us for the family. Like if we have somewhere to go to Europe, we'll go to Switzerland.
Wow.
Not bad.
That's the benefit.
Yeah, in the middle of Europe. Yeah. So if you want to go to Germany, not far. If you want to go to France, not far. And I just poured water in a glass of beer. Oops.
Do you want another bottle? Oh, yeah, another bottle.
It's fine. Don't worry.
Seriously? I was thinking about the second one.
Well, if you take one, I'll take one.
Okay. Okay, I got another.
If you got bottles to spare, then
Yeah.
boxes this one.
No, it's very nice to drink beers.
Thank you.
Okay. My wife was mentioning we're short of beers.
You are?
Yeah, because I forgot to order.
Oh.
I need to order today, tomorrow, before the weekend, and to get. Normally the SAQ now it's pretty quick. We send by emails.
Yeah.
To order like they have. What is that? The code for each item. So you tell them how many. So they send you email already. So you go pick up.
Nice. And you go to like in which SAQ? Do you go to the downtown one, or do you go to the
West Island?
West Island? Okay. Good beer. So yeah.
So you work for a big company, I guess, right?
Well, big. I don't know, big, but still 1,000 people. Well, 800 something. Yeah.
You made a good choice then.
I made the choice, or they made the choice. I don't know.
Yeah.
The question is like, did I choose them, or did they choose me? I don't know. Actually. I don't know. No, but it's good. I've been there for like 5 years. It's fun. People are fun. Got good colleagues. No reason to leave. Yeah, it's fun.
I think a lot of people they're studying art. They got a good job here.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Montreal, was the
they more appreciate art than like some other economy. They need the efficiency, right? Art is kind of opposite to efficiency.
Depends. Because since we're in production of video games, like we still need to be efficient because. Yeah, like there's a budget cuts. You got like, we got
video. Yeah, I did not know you're working the video games.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, you're lucky you're not working in a Chinese company right now.
You?
No, I say you're probably lucky not working for Chinese games.
Depends.
Because right now they cut the gaming thing. It's a big
in
news.
China.
Yeah.
It's
a big news. Recent,
That's weird.
Yeah, it's kind of the people they say.
At certain time of the day, you can no longer play games.
Yeah. No, they just tell you. Young people spend too much time playing games, so kind of waste of time. So Tencent, and another NetEase, their share price dropped a lot.
Oh, wow. Why? That's not cool.
No. The NetEase is a big player.
Yeah. That's not too cool.
I never play games because I was so poor to have any to play, and I would never appreciate the games. The only time I was in university, we were playing the Heroes and the Age of Empires. Yeah. And I suck at that. Really, that's when you suck on the game and you lose interest.
I can understand. Yeah, I play. Well, I used multiplayer games. I used to play a lot. Play less now. Now it's more story games, like on the PS, the PlayStation.
Yeah,
you're like at home.
I could only do the strategic thing. I was saving all the time, building an army and then crushed. Like you're building 200 or 50, 60 soldiers and then get crushed.
And then they get crushed.
Yeah, it's so deflating.
Yeah, but right now, like, there's a lot of games that's story driven. With you just weekend, Saturday afternoon,
Used to be a simulation game was popular simulation like Civilization. Something.
Yeah. Civilization is a very good game, actually. I play a lot. I used to play a lot. Like last Christmas, that's all we did, I think. Yeah, that's all we did, me and my girlfriend.
I'm not good at games. That's why I say I'm not good at anything.
That's not true.
Yeah, it's the technology thing. I studied computer science.
Yeah?
I never coded any line.
Really?
Yeah, I could not code on too many errors, semantic errors or something.
Oh.
Syntax errors. It's really frustrating. I probably when I may be okay with communication, just talking, maybe watching movies, or doing the labor thing. I like doing labor thing.
Right.
If you want me to wash dishes, I'm really good at washing dishes and cutting vegetables. Seriously,
Yeah.
I like that. Like I don't have to think. I recently watch a lot of dishes and cutting a lot of vegetables during this pandemic. A lot. A lot of this kind of stuff in the restaurant.
Well, I mean, you're doing some management work as well, right?
Yeah, just talking to employees here, there, customers.
I understand, yeah.
My IT job did not do well. Too technical.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have studied art.
You could. It's not too late. You can just go back to university and try it out. Yeah, I don't know.
That's why sometimes they say I have ponytail. They say I look artist or something. Maybe that's the reason I have that first place. Try to pretend.
You try, yeah.
Yeah, I pretend.
You're not gonna escape it. No. Yeah. But the reason I got that long hair is not because I'm an artist. All right. It just so happens that I guess it fits the stereotype. So.
That's pretty good. There are a lot like. Here, like you pretty much you can do anything you like, but back in my hometown, even today, my elders, your
brothers and sisters and stuff.
No, the elders, my father's generation,
Right.
My father's cousin, let's say the family name Fei. Every time he saw me, he would say, "Why don't you have the beard? Cut the beard." They tell you, "Cut the hair."
Yeah, you say that?
Yeah, they literally tell in your face.
I know. My parents, my father too. A long time. Because like the thing is, I had long hair all the way in 2006 when I was in college. I had long hair all the way around here, and I cut it. Then I stayed 3 years with short hair. Then 2012, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Then I left the family. So I came to Montreal. They had no say anymore.
Too far.
Yeah. Even now, when my parents, like my mom, see me, like, "Oh yeah, your hair is getting long. You should cut it." I'm like, "Nah."
You know, in Chinese, we if you're good at, I don't know, you know this, it's called 将在外，军令有所不受. Do you know this?
No.
It's like general, like in the old time, the armies, you have the general of the army. If you are too far from the emperor, you don't have to listen.
If you're too far from the emperor,
yeah, you are too far from the emperor. So emperor tell you to do this, the general could refuse because you are too far. 将在外.
No, yeah.
军令有所不受 because you don't have to listen to the orders. You know, it's the same thing. You're far from your parents.
You're like, yes, I will.
Yeah. Over the phone, please.
Yeah, I'll cut my hair. Yes. Send me the money. I'll do it. But yeah. But I'm thinking like one day I'll try. One day I'll go back to China with like I'll try to get longer hair than this, right? And go back to like like the
you can be the Qing dynasty.
Yeah,
Qing dynasty.
I'll just walk down the street with the Qing dynasty hair, and the people will be like,
with the little, you have the little round head.
Yeah. This is something I want to try one day. So I have to give me another 5 years with hair. Maybe one day I'll try to do that. Go back to China and be like, what is going on? This dude is weird, man.
But you never know. Right now, the young people, like, they're crazy too. Like, it's not crazy. It's a good thing. Like, they have fashion. They have kind of the hippies. Like, they do the style. But some you don't know the guy may tolerate that much, and they will say you are not striving, you're not working hard. But we saw some young people. They really did the what is that? The toast.
What?
Yeah, it's called the toast. 兔头大会 toast.
Okay.
It's like not toast, the roast.
Roast, okay.
Yeah, sorry, the roast. The roast show in China is big too. And you see all the people, the comedian, they dress like crazy. They kind of talking crazy stuff. But it's been going on for a lot of years. The roast, the Chinese roast, that version is really amazing too. But sometimes they said the government may shut them down too. It's too liberal.
Too liberal. Wow.
The jokes they say, but sometimes
much.
you cannot talk, right? Some topics, but they still, they talk like crazy stuff. The roast, yeah, the Chinese. I did not, because I watched some of the roast shows. Like, so that's crazy stuff. Then I found the Chinese version.
Wow.
The Chinese comedians.
Like things that you can't say in America that you cannot say.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Audacity.
Yeah.
Not bad.
也是 in Chinese 的吐槽大会.
Okay.
吐槽大会. You see, they have a lot of seasons.
Right. Wow.
Different guests, and pretty cool.
But they're on YouTube or whatnot. So.
Yeah, on the YouTube. No, they post on YouTube, but I guess they have Youku or something.
Yeah. Okay. So Chinese version, and then the Chinese government come knock on their doors like, hey, stop doing that. Interesting.
So maybe some people already weird already. So when you go back with that, it's fine. But not with their own family or relatives. Yeah,
exactly. My uncles are like, I don't know this guy. I don't know this kid.
Yeah.
Who is he?
The relatives, like in the Chinese tradition, they overreach a lot, right? They kind of like they criticize you or comment on you all the time.
Oh, you got so fat. Thank you.
Even here, it's like cousin or second generation cousin, but still they have a say on you. They still
Oh, we ate healthy these last years. Yes, thank you. I know.
They ask how much money you make, right?
Oh, right. Yeah. Do they? Maybe I have. Yeah. So
but I enjoyed it when I went back to our village. I have aunt, uncle. Like I was used to it, so I don't care. I tell you everything, and if you see cut my hair, I'm like, okay, no problem. But I enjoy the environment. It's very close. It's very close.
Yeah, it's been a while. Like last time I went there was in 2016.
Yeah, probably 2019.
Good. Now I mean, like you just went there right before the COVID. It's not that
right
bad.
Before. Actually, that's my first time I took my daughter to China.
Right.
She was 6, so that was 7 years ago. So we did not have her. I went there. Right. So they were super happy, super excited. The grandparents.
See a kid.
Grandparents.
Wow. Yeah. Oh.
And she had no idea, and we have dialect as well.
She didn't understand. Yeah, my grandparents too. They spoke like whoa.
Sometimes she was talking to me a lot of times in English. My daughter. So
yeah. That's weird. Like in my case, I think my sister went to China more often than I do. Like she goes there once every year because my mom goes there once every year because my dad goes there once every year. So every summer they got. So like from late June to late July, they're most probably in China, except for last year because of COVID. But yeah.
So she's the spoiled one.
Oh, she is the spoiled one. Yeah, she's
normally in China. I guess the youngest one always.
Yeah.
I was lucky. I was the youngest one.
You were lucky.
I have 2 older brothers. We fight all the time. We fought all the time.
Yeah, we don't fight. We don't fight that much. My sister and my brother fight sometimes. Well, they don't fight. They're like, "You took my stuff," and they're like.
They were like only 2 or 3 years apart, right?
My brothers?
Yeah.
No, they're 10 years apart.
From you? But
no way.
Between them?
10 years apart between them. So my brother's 20-something? No, wait a second.
It's really every 5 years?
Wait a second. Like, My sister's 15. My brother is 99, so it's 23, 22.
8.
So they have 8 years. Yeah, they have 8 years. 7, 8 years difference. Yeah.
Not really.
I have 10 years difference with my brother. Yeah, that's it.
So
and 17 years difference with my sister.
I guess your parents are big planner. Like they plan long-term game.
I'm not sure they planned that one, but
So like I have older brother like the 3 years apart, 3. So actually 4-3, totally 7 years. My oldest brother. So it's kind of relatively long gap between brothers, between siblings.
3 years?
Yeah, 3 years, a little bit long. But like 7, 8, that's kind of like a lot of strategic planning.
Well, I think it's more like, oh, I'm getting old eventually. So they're like, oh, it's getting boring, so let's have a kid.
Stable. I guess the life stable. It's much stable.
Yeah, so there's always someone at home, right? And now the thing is, right, since my little sister's getting 15, she's going to leave house in like, 3-4 years for college and stuff. So I guess...
That's really smart, actually.
Well, that's the thing, right? Because now my parents are on the verge of
retirement.
Yeah, retirement. So we bought a house in Montreal, so they're gonna come.
Yeah, some reason.
Well, no, they're gonna come and live it.
Oh,
we bought a duplex.
Oh, really?
So we got the house, and they're
duplex, like 2 units, right?
Yeah, 2 units.
Two families.
Yeah. So they're gonna take 1 unit, we're gonna take the other one. So
that's really
that
smart.
means like if we get a kid, we'll just send the kid upstairs.
Doing an elevator.
Oh, I gotta go to work. Send the kid in the elevator.
Yeah. We have that system in this one.
Exactly.
Yeah. But the problem, the wire, like get stuck. So they said you have to spend $5,000 to repair. Okay, then.
Maybe not. Or just do it by hand. You're just, and up you go. Ding.
That's cool.
Yeah, so they can. Well, they have nothing else to do in Quebec after that, so they're like, all right. My little brother's going to Europe. My sister is probably going to go study in Toronto or whatnot. So they're like, all right, let's go to Montreal. I'm here. And if they want to go to Europe, they just take the car. They go to Montreal airport. Because in Quebec, that's the thing as well. Like in Quebec, there's no big airport. You have to take a transfer and all that stuff, so it's shitty. For example, my parents are coming because my mom's going to Vancouver to see my uncle as well. And she has to drive all the way to Montreal, take the airport, and go to Vancouver, right?
I guess your parents have the best life.
They have
the liberty of everything.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
That's really amazing. And actually, 3 kids, like, not make any trouble for them. And it's it's really great, and that's amazing.
Yeah, they're fine. They're fine. My father's he's working at the university. He's a
professor, right?
Yeah, so he got lots of stuff to do.
That's amazing.
Well, my mom, she's teaching in Chinese, Mandarin. So
she speaks English, French as well.
French.
Not much English.
Not English. Yeah.
But it's the first time I saw your parents on, like your mother's, especially. She has really great personality. It's really that's the whole family.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Outgoing personality. Yeah.
Because the personality is very important. Like people
relationships.
Yeah, like kids. You guys you 3 siblings really super happy together. Like you have very playful.
We're playful. We're playful families.
That's really crazy. You don't see that often. That's the best part of that's the best you can get a family, I guess, because kids happy, growing up happy. They have really happy personality. Other people too serious. I really see a lot of people too serious.
Really?
Yeah. That's why I like this stuff. Sometimes want to have this show even no cutting. Even we make silly mistakes or something we should not say, but it's fine. It's don't be serious. That's why I see your mom is really impressive. You can see she was really easy with everybody in the family. Sometimes, especially the tiger moms, it's the Chinese mom. They're really tight, right? They're really serious.
Yeah. My mom the thing is, I think we kind of broke her down. Not broke her down. We start joking, me and my brother. We're when I'm with my brother and sister, we always speak French.
Yeah.
And sometimes she's not understanding, so she's like, all right. But recently, the last 10 years, I guess, we're starting to do jokes, and my mom started to get in on the jokes, so we're having some jabs and fun.
Especially the parents, they can tell jokes between kids. That's amazing. That's really not very common.
Yeah.
And especially
I guess so, right?
It's very amazing. Yeah, especially
the
Chinese parents, they want to give you that kind of seriousness, like the respect you pay the elder generation, right? That's why. But we need that thing. We need the humor, the fun, the part, that's the especially the old generation. Your mom is not old, but as our age, my age even. We tend to be serious. We think about too many kind of practical things, like you make money, you make smart choices, right? You always think about everything.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and that's like a lot of moms like this.
Yeah, because I think it is sort of true in the sense that I have some friends from other a Korean friend and
Korean
super tight. Yeah, super tight.
It's done here. It's right here.
Yeah, the thing is well, they're separate now.
I think the movie at least I don't know too many of them in real life.
That's the thing, right? Because I have a good friend of mine who were friends in college, and she had the boyfriend that's Korean. And we're all right, cool, have fun, and chill out. But she told me that to their family, to her
parents,
boyfriend's family, she couldn't stay with him or something like that until they're married or stuff like that. And you're like, whoa, really?
Yeah, traditional.
Traditional, yeah, super traditional. Yeah. But the guy is he has the same upcoming as me. He came to Canada as 5, 6 years old, same as me.
Yeah.
But somehow their parents stayed super strict, super tight. So oh yeah, you have a girlfriend that's white. Well then she has to
Chinese.
Yeah, stuff like that. And we're wow, my parents the most that my parents did was oh yeah, don't you like a Chinese girl? And I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm all right, well, I'll get a white girl. Yeah. Okay, fine.
That's the bad thing. You can have a parent, I think, open-minded and let you have the freedom. Kids have freedom.
No stress. Yeah. The only thing I had was the hair issue.
Yeah.
My father was cut your hair. Yeah. But
that's really a lucky thing. It's very rare, very rare. That's why you guys stand out in my. I have seen so many people after having a restaurant.
Yeah, talking to all the people.
Yeah, talk to a lot of people. Saying even some the way they talk to their kids. Mm-hmm. The kids are the 15, 16 already. The way they talk to them, treating like a baby. Sometimes it's amazing. Even between couples, young couples, sometimes they're too serious. Even they did not finish the meal, they were fighting. They end up one leaving.
Wow.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of this stuff sometimes. That's the benefit of having a restaurant. I enjoy
people,
I think even sometimes I don't talk, but I see things happen.
Yeah.
In middle of the meal, the girl took off. Had a little fight. And even crying sometimes. A lot of stories. And that's why some people, your family, really stand out, stood out, really happy to see the thing. Everybody has little difficulty in the life, it's not always happiness, but you see, it's the way you deal with things, or always joking, or very light.
Oh, I guess
in the countryside, that thing is even more rare in the countryside, because life is so hard. So hard, every day working crazy, and then you had nothing on the table to eat, very few.
Yeah.
And then my mom's side, my mom's older brother, his wife, we call aunt as well, but English does not translate the Chinese relationships, so it's aunt as well. Mm-hmm. But she is my mother's brother's wife, right? Actually,
brothers.
Yeah. So we're relatives, close relatives, but she's not related by blood to my mother.
Yeah.
Right? Because just through marriage.
Yeah.
Normally, I'm from my mother's side. In China, that time it's if you're not connected blood, sometimes you keep some distance. You you pay attention to what you say, right? You treat people more carefully because if you are own blood, own family, you can spank you the kid. You know, that's why like my mom's brother. In the culture is like the old time, the woman belong to men, right? In the old time, so like if you're a woman, you listen to your parents, your father. But if your father dies, you listen to your brother. So normally the brother is to the woman is like a father figure. So I'm her son. So literally, like his brother, my mom's brother, is like my father. He can beat me every time.
Really?
Yeah, seriously. Because it's in the country. It's like I'm displaying you as a father because I'm your mother's brother. So I have the authority. I have the authority to discipline you. So I can be naughty in my other families, but I cannot. I have to be careful in front of a mother's brother. Very careful.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. But his wife is totally out of nowhere. His wife, my aunt, she is a character joking all the time, and you don't see that in the countryside at all.
Right.
The whole our village and his whole village. That's the only woman like with that character. That's cool. Literally, when I was 7, 8 years old, when the two villages like very far, so I travel like 10 kilometers from our village. In that time, we had no transportation, so 10 kilometers looks like a different country. The distance,
like, right? Because like there's no like,
transportation,
so
and
you walk there, or
we walk there, and sometimes with a bicycle and a broken bicycle. And we could not ride, or some parents will put it on the back, and 10 kilometers or even 15 kilometers. It looks like it takes ages to go there. So we rarely, every year, probably 1 or 2 times to go there. Every time my aunt, she was super happy. Every time he was joking with me, like he said, because I have 2 brothers, every time they treat my 2 brothers nice, okay, come in. But when I went there, she just, you stay away, and you are a beggar, and I give you the dog bowl to eat. You're eating the dog bowl.
And the joke, right?
Yeah, dog, because we have a little broken bowl for dogs. Like we even have not a good bowl, like all broken.
Yeah.
And they always like she will put out like broken bowl, like okay, little Gang, like my name is Gang, right? Little Gang, you eat here, okay, you eat here. And she was joking all the time. That's like my memory was so, even after because every time after the university, I go back to the village. That's the custom. You have to visit elders, right? You have like his family is so close to ours, so that's the must. You have to visit their family every time. It's always my best time to visit her. Like even like 3 years ago, when back, she still was joking with me.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah.
In that generation, it's really amazing. Like really.
Well, the thing is, like my uncle in Vancouver, it's pretty much the same thing. So like my aunt, like she's a super like what I said, that she's super flavorful in her language because she's a Tianjin accent plus awesome words plus flavorful language plus
And that village, like they had their own funny accent. So their village, they even, when I was so young, they even made a song to mock me, to make fun of me. Every time, like their kids, they had four kids. 3 older than me, 1 younger than me.
Right.
So they were singing the song like when they saw me. Jeez, I was really offended that time.
And now you're like, that's fun, man.
It was really crazy, and they had accent to sing that song. They had that's why my.
That's so fun. That's so fun. At least it gets good. Memories.
Still, like every time I go there, I see her. Like I had really nice talk to her every time. When I'm 40 years old, she's still treating me like that. She drinks white alcohol, the Chinese liquor.
白酒.
Yeah, 白酒. She drinks
because
the 二锅头 and the Chinese liquor, because she did not read anything. She did not read Chinese.
Right.
She was her generation just It's just personality, just her own personality. You don't see her that kind of personality a lot. Like she's still like, I don't. Sometimes you don't
it's a rare
talk.
Pearl.
Yeah,
it's good.
you don't talk to her like what's the meaning of life, right? she does not read.
She's not a philosopher.
Yeah, but
okay.
sometimes like I just was wondering like, but every day she drinks, not like with guests, like every day like supper or lunch even.
She drinks a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit like Chinese liquor, strong thing, and that's her life. And she's super happy with her life.
That's a good thing. Right?
It's hard, but I don't know. But sometimes I think what she was after or something. but it's crazy.
Oh, and if she lives if she lives a good life and she's happy, yeah.
I that's why I see. Sometimes I really appreciate people with really great personality, like. But because I see a lot of people, they really put too much thing.
I mean, look at you, like you too, right? Like I saw your menus on the restaurant. Oh, this is not that good, but it's funny.
Yeah,
it brings a little smile to people's faces.
I try to be try to be funny. Yeah. Because nothing is too crazy. If your restaurant is bad, close the business and find another full-time job.
Hope it doesn't.
Yeah, it's the benefit of. But I work actually every day, 14 hours, 10 to 14 hours, no stop right now.
That's rough. Yeah, that's life.
You want to continue?
I'm pretty much fine.
Yes, I eat a lot.
Oh,
Normally
I'll help you finish then. I'll help you finish. But
normally I eat 1/3 of this, or even 1/4.
For something more healthy. But
this intestine is really great.
I know, I ate like so much of that. You take the last one. Come on.
No, actually the long hot pepper, the different batch is so different. This time is so spicy, so hot.
Right? Is it? Yeah, so I know sometimes it's like inconsistent. Sometimes like, it's okay, but then you'll eat it.
From the same place, it's so different.
Mm-hmm. We're fine. We used to eat hot food.
So what do you do? Like you have a full-time job, you don't want to do something on the side?
I don't have time.
Really?
Yeah. Well, like, of course, all right, let's put it that way. Compared to you, I have all the time in the world.
You have a lot of...
But for my own life, it's...
But because your area, you can create something really creative by combination after a few years. Oh, look a project I built.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? I'm starting, but because right now, like from a few years past, from last year, I became more of a manager. So now there's much more responsibility. Okay. So I have a little bit less time because I got to work a little bit more. But I must say, I draw less, right, at work. Right. The thing is, before I used to draw at work.
Yeah, last time you posted, like you still could draw, like
exactly. That's the thing. Like I haven't drawn in 1 year. Like first of all, I broke my arm last 2 months ago.
The stitches.
Yeah, the stitches. You see,
that's a big one.
So I didn't. I didn't draw that much. But even then, since I started becoming a manager, I stopped drawing at work. So yeah. But the thing is, before, when I used to draw at work, imagine that you draw 40 hours a week, right? That's your job. You're drawing, right? After that, like weekends, you don't want to draw anymore. Like you're just like completely burned. You spend the time in front of a screen and you draw stuff. Like when you get off work at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, like after supper, you don't want to draw anymore, right? You know. So that's it. Right now, I work a little bit more, but I won't draw anymore. So that means I start like, this weekend I don't have anything to do. I'll draw something, but for myself, not for anything.
The previous drawing is like a manga drawing. I saw the YouTube on the manga. They tells a day of they draw the manga. The Japanese manga or something.
Yeah,
it's pretty serious. Like it's kind of the whole studio. Like they have assignment. That's crazy. Similar thing.
Yeah, manga. I didn't see that, but I know that manga people they draw a lot. They're like they get burned. Yeah.
So you see like career path already very clear to me, right? Because doing the management, everything.
Yeah, and after that,
it's a good career path. Yeah,
I just draw stuff for fun now, because
So the other time, just kind of explore and enjoy life.
Yeah, exactly. Do some biking, play some video games.
exercise by playing video games.
Yeah, well, you see, laugh, but eventually, yes, I'll try to, like now that we just bought a house, like I said, so now like the basement, I have a place, maybe like buy my VR set and start doing some exercise while playing games, maybe. But yeah, and we discovered like a trail in the north, in Montreal, in the Laurentides. I don't know if you go there once in a while, but in the mountains in the north, Mont Tremblant and all. There's a bike path, super cool, that leads all the way to Mont-Laurier. It's like 200 kilometers bike path.
Jeez.
Yeah,
the whole day?
Oh, it's readable. For me, 3-4 days. But
200 kilometers. 1 hour can get.
But bicycle?
Yeah, bicycle 1 hour get 10 or 20. 10, right? Or
around 20. Around
20.
15,
so
20.
that's 10 hours. That's 10, 11, 12 hours.
Yeah. But it's in the mountains, so you...
you can up, down.
You go up, yeah.
That's gonna slow you down.
Yeah, so like usually, like I go with my girlfriend, we go to the mountains, park our car there, do 20 kilometers up, 20 kilometers back. So that's like 40 kilometers back. But next year I'll try to. Next year I think we'll do take a week off, bring some clothes,
Yeah.
Bicycle all the way, stop at the little hotel, sleep, then next day continue on. It'll be fun.
But do you sometimes do you want to find more about roots, the culture thing, like Chinese culture thing? Want to some interest, want to kind of improve Chinese and want to see the Chinese culture side,
As in
hobby or I don't know, because a lot of time the immigrants could be the bridge.
Right.
And say I know a lot of Quebec.
I haven't thought about that.
That's cool. That's probably that answers already.
But the thing is,
I think that's the thing. You call it CBC already, but it's super young came here, so second generation.
Yeah.
So you don't have the connect. For me, I always think, I came here when I'm adult.
Mm-hmm.
So I always think I'm
what can you bring back to China as a...
Not bring back, but I want to understand both sides.
Hey, what?
I want to understand both sides.
Both sides.
Yeah, the culture, both sides, the thinking, or people thinking.
Yeah. But I think I already lost the Chinese.
Yeah, exactly. So 5 years old, it's like my daughter Alison, it's it's totally here. So if I didn't, the Chinese guy, what is that? Is that sushi?
No, but I want to learn. But the thing is, people, at least the people, that's the thing. For example, you ask me sometimes, do you want to participate with Chinese activities here? I'm like, yes, but when I come here, I feel like I'm super different.
Yeah,
so you're
not familiar too much.
Yeah, exactly. The only Chinese people I know when I see are my family. But even them, I think, for example, my mom, who goes to China every year, she still sees the difference between her generation, or at least the people that left China in her generation. Because in Quebec, we have a few families of Chinese people as well. That all left China in 1980s, 1990s.
Wow, super early.
Yeah, super early, yeah. So they have kids, and they're all the age of my parents, 60, 55, 60 years old. And even they, when they go back to China, they share stories China now is different from when they were there. The values,
even I go back to the connection. I see that there's not much connection anymore because my two brothers, my classmates, the old colleagues, we stayed away too long. Seriously.
Sad, yeah.
But for me, I always read sometimes what happened in China here or there, because I always not focus, but I always pay attention to what happened there and how they think. Even the Chinese New Year, we're doing the WeChat video with my in the New Year. We almost call everybody video chat with parents first, and then my aunt, uncle, my father's side, my mother's side, and now all my cousins from uncles, aunts, and they're already my age,
right?
They have kids or something, So we video chat as well, find each other, video chat, and that was in February. So some of them always say, "Stay safe, don't go outside. It's virus." it's they said you have like thousands of cases every day. You have to stay safe. Don't go anywhere. Don't go outside.
Like in Canada,
it's crazy. So, and then my cousin, she's a few years younger than me. She's probably 30 older. She was walking the countryside, and I was familiar with the countryside, the small road, like tiny road, and nobody around. Maybe 100 meters, you don't see anybody. She was wearing mask. Like she was telling me, "Stay safe." That's in the countryside. It's supposed to be very safe because
no people.
The densities.
Yeah. I don't know, because like China is like. I guess at one point in my life, I decided that I grew up here. All my friends are from here. I consider myself more as a Quebecer than to be sure. I consider myself more to be a Quebecer than a Canadian, and a Canadian before Chinese. Not particular because of whatever politics was on. Yeah. But it's like I have a good example. I was with a friend, Quebec friend. We went to Scotland, to England, right? Yeah. Scotland to have some fun. Went there. We wanted to book a trip to the Highlands to see, drink some whiskey and see the Loch Ness. The lake with the monster.
Okay.
The Loch Ness.
Yeah, the fake one, right?
The fake one.
Yeah. No, we cannot see that fake one. It could be real.
But yeah, we went to book a trip, and then there was a girl there who were like giving us our ticket and all that, and she was speaking in English. But me and my friend were like, wait a second, that English accent is from Quebec. And I was just like, hey, you from Quebec? And she's like, oh yeah, I'm from the Cote-des-Neiges. And I'm like, damn, like that's the thing. Like, that's when you realize, we're homies, Like it's like you would see, for example, when it's like,
Tianjin,
we're from Tianjin, But then they were like, oh, Cote-des-Neiges, yeah, nice. So even like that happened to me a few times when traveling around the world, like. We're in Spain or whatnot, and then someone spoke like, "Oh, you're from Shawi." Well, like, or I'm from Chicoutimi. I'm like, all right, well, we became like instant friends just because
exactly.
We're from Quebec,
all
right? So unconsciously, you're like, well, I'm from Quebec, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I know. And for China, it's I guess like I know I'm Chinese. I like that.
So your parents' roots there, your roots not there, your roots here, right? Your roots is here.
Well, then my experience is here, right? But my roots, like I don't know. I don't know how to say that. I don't
know. All your buddies here.
Yeah.
All your little friends, like when you're 5, 6, 7 years old. Even my daughter, like she still remembers, like in the kindergarten, like some like they went to
buddies.
Some girl, like they were really played really well. They always like, I like play with this girl, Anna. And then her parents really from somewhere, is immigrants from other was really like saying like, okay, this elementary school is not strict enough. Her parents sent her daughter to different private. So it's kind of
misses them.
Yeah, like she's still like 1 year, and we are both in Western. So sometimes we say, okay, want to go this park to play together. We schedule time by texting.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like
grade 1 got a lot of friends. Grade 2, she got another set of group friends, and now she's in a summer camp.
Right.
And got super happy every day. Like every week they have a theme, dance or some scientists, and make some explosions. Like crazy. Super happy. A lot of friends. They have 300 kids in the camp. It's in a CJEP. It's in the Western CJEP. The whole campus is there. It's amazing. Every morning I said, I'm super happy. It's like a lot of new friends, and 1 or 2 she recognized from the same school.
Right. That's good. That's good. Yeah. And then they change. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. You as long as you have friends, family. That's where you are.
Well, that's the thing, right? Because like I still want, like for example, I want China to be cool and succeed and all that stuff. So like at some point, like for example, the Olympics, like Chinese team won. Like it's still like right, but I'm like.
But also the language itself is so hard to read right now.
Yeah.
Read and write is crazy.
Yeah.
My mom does not read or write, and she's speaking good English, the Chinese, she's whole life.
Yeah.
And like a lot of, I see my daughter as well, probably she won't read much, but speaking, we have my in-laws, like from Dongbei, like a little bit accent, almost close to Mandarin official.
Yeah.
So it's close enough. So she speaks, my daughter, she speaks good Chinese, but like the same thing, if spend a lot of time on learning reading and writing, we need to send to Chinese school here.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I used to go to Chinese school, but I kind of not a what. In Quebec, there's no Chinese school, so stop.
No, in Quebec City, normally they.
Well, the only Chinese school is my mom's Chinese school. I was too old for that, so like, nah.
Normally, you have one at least.
But it's like I don't know. Maybe one day I'll try to like spend 1 or 2 years in China just to like at least for my own sake to learn what it is to be Chinese, right?
Super difficult.
Yeah.
I need to memorize everything.
But I mean, like if I do have money, I can take a 1 year trip, like a 1 year off. Let's say that maybe I'll go back to China.
You will mingle very well. Nobody gonna say difference. You can mingle really well. You can
I can mingle. Really, I'll just say I don't know jack shit about Chinese, so I want. I don't know.
It's really if you there, you probably.
I'll just say it. Ordering restaurants is kind of difficult, but whatnot. But yeah. One day maybe, when I get rich. Right now I don't have money. I just bought a house. Expensive.
You start very early to this age. You get a house, so that's pretty cool.
Well, my parents forced me to. Because the price just got fucking up.
It's crazy during the
pandemic.
Nobody would see that. They thought actually at the beginning, the March, they thought that the price was gonna crash or something. Yeah. So people panicked but then, like, right in the middle of the pandemic, the price went up like crazy. That's really...
Yeah, we weren't looking at all, like, until, because, like I said,
people, especially the people, like, the suburbs, right? The price of the suburbs, like, crazy.
Yeah, Montreal, there's a lot of houses being sold. We just got that's the thing, we bought our house, but it's not cheap. It wasn't cheap. Yeah. So...
It's a Laval, right?
No, it's north of Laval. It's like there's a river behind Laval. We're on the northern shore, on the other side of Laval.
So that's kind of from like 440, maybe another 10 kilometers north of 440.
640.
640. Yeah, 440, 640, and then
a little bit north of 640.
A little bit north, 5 kilometers or a few kilometers?
No, like 1 kilometer.
Oh, that's not far.
But 1 kilometer north of 640.
Yeah, 640 is not that bad.
It's not that bad.
640 you took to the Oka, right? That's
exactly.
That's not too bad.
It's not too bad, yeah.
I live in West Island, so from the 13 and then from the 13, Highway 13 and to your place probably 20 minutes.
Really? Yeah. Really? Okay. Yeah, it's like...
Yeah, 13 will meet 440 and then 640.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just go north.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really not that far.
But it would be really easy for you to go to Oka.
Yeah. Go to Oka is like 15 minutes.
Yeah, 15 minutes. Yeah. That's pretty cool. That's a good place.
15 minutes to Oka, 15 minutes to Terrebonne, 15 minutes, about 20 minutes to Saint-Jérôme.
Oh, Carrefour too. The Carrefour shopping mall, right? The shopping mall.
That's there's a big one over there.
Yeah. It's huge.
Rosemère, the big Costco.
Yeah. That's
like 1 hour drive. Like from here, I guess it's like 40 minutes.
But that area, I thought like they would not build the duplex though, multi-family.
They have older duplexes. It's like a second floor. It's
this kind of multi-family units normally in the city area to rent out, right?
Yeah. But they have. So that's the thing. Right now we're renting it, but the next year, a few years when my parents get their
probably will see your cool mom again.
Well, yeah.
You see her cool mom. Your dad.
You go to the mountains. You come over to our place, have a barbecue. No problem.
Yeah, your daddy may be a little bit serious, maybe.
A little bit more serious.
Yeah, a little bit serious. Yeah, that's the opposite. Teacher. Like my family, like normally, like at least like me, my wife is more serious than me. Yeah, I'm a little bit joking.
You're the artist. Yeah. You're the artist.
And my wife is more, even to the kids, like education. Yeah. She's learning everything: piano, swimming, figure skating.
Wow.
Yeah, figure skating. Expensive. Really? Figure skating is crazy. You pay for the rink, ice. Mm-hmm. You pay for the coaches.
Right.
And it is crazy. Wow. It's but it's good for young girls, you know.
Yeah. My sister did the same thing. She learns figure skating a bit, piano, dance. Well, dance she wanted to learn herself.
Piano is everybody has to. It's crazy piano now. Everybody knows to play piano. I guess one day if you don't know how to play piano, you are the treasure.
I don't know.
You know, I guess people will appreciate more like who does not play piano.
I'm too noob for that. Yeah. So. But yeah, we have a fun family. We have a fun family.
Yeah. And a big family. 3 siblings. Perfect.
Yeah, our travels, like right now I'm old enough, like eventually, I don't know, grab my mom, so hey, we're going to hiking in the mountains. Let's go. Right?
Yeah, it's really, really nice.
Yeah, and my brother as well. Yeah. Fun life.
That's the really, like, my parents' life really relaxing again. You don't have too much to worry. Yeah, they don't have. Yeah, it's
true. And they're here.
And they speak good French here and go everywhere. It's like a home place. It's.
We went to Japan once with my parents. That was fun, man. That was fun.
Really, my next trip will be Japan. I really need. Yeah, I really need to go to Japan.
Awesome place. Yeah. Like.
So
I went there 3 times.
Whole time went together?
No.
Whole family?
Whole family, we spent 1 weekend, like maybe 8-9 days in Japan together. It was super fun.
Yeah, that's why I watch a lot of YouTube videos about Japan as well.
Yeah, they're like, what? They do this way? And they're like, you know, my mom's like a classical Chinese person, so she speaks super loud and all that stuff. Every people in Japan are like super silent.
Very quiet, yeah. Even in the streets too.
Yeah, exactly. And me and my brother were like, oh, Jesus Christ, no, don't do that, please. They're like, oh, what, in Chinese, in Japan they do it this way? Like, yes, we're in Japan, Mom, we're in Japan. Of course they do it that way. We do it this way because we're Chinese, right? Like, anyway, it's fun.
And the food will be amazing, right?
Food is good for the first 2 weeks.
After that, repeating?
Yeah, repeating.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah. Like in China, you get like all sorts of food from everywhere, so you never get used to it. You never get the.
That's the thing. Even here, there's a lot of customers. Do you have new items on the menu? No. What do I choose?
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, I have to say sorry every time.
But then again, people come here sometimes exactly for the classics, right?
Yeah, that's I bet on people. After 1 year, you come back again. I expect you. 2 years. After years, it's time to see you again.
Yeah, exactly. Like
you get bored.
Twice cooked pork. Been a while. Yeah, I'll go back.
Yeah, you cannot eat that every week, but every 2 years, maybe yes.
Every 2-3 months. I know,
like
like I haven't checked out their menu yet, so like one day I'll come back for all the other stuff.
The Chinese food is crazy. Like even the same province, different province.
Yeah.
Like even the noodle, you have so many different noodles, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
You just need to go different places. Right now, even in the same city, they have different styles. But
Japan, at least you go once, you always want to go back. Same thing with China, though.
3 times already?
Yeah. Like the last time I went was in 2018 with my girlfriend, and like I think the moment we got on the plane to go back, we're like, we're coming back. We're coming back.
So it's
cool. It's very fun.
And but do you have a lot of chance to talk to people there, or like they speak?
Not that much, no. Like I don't speak Japanese, so that's very difficult. And each time you go there,
you need to bring Alexandra.
I need to. Well, I went there once with him,
really?
like 10 years ago, 11 years ago.
His Japanese was solid, or
yeah, he can speak. Like
really?
If I have no idea what to do, like he will talk to people. Like okay, he can get all the information we need.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, really. Sometimes when he feel comfortable or has time to ask him to come over.
Yeah.
Maybe some people really, worried about pandemic virus. I think he's okay with
I
that.
think he's okay, yeah. And now with the vaccine and stuff.
Yeah.
I'll give you his call because he's no longer on Facebook, so.
A lot of people, not maybe on Instagram or something.
No, I think he's a cell phone guy. So I'll give you his phone.
Spend too much time learning Japanese, maybe. I need to save some time on Japanese learning.
He's too much in the dark web stuff, he's a programmer, right? He's in the internet. So.
You can geek or something.
He's a super geek.
Yeah,
he's a super
you can tell.
he's playing mahjong, so I guess he's a geek, right?
Yeah, but it's really amazing. He has the ability to show things, to explain the manual. That time, I couldn't understand. Sophie said he was a pro. It's animation.
He's a good
French is the animator, right? The host is the animator.
Animator,
yeah. Animation, yeah. I learned that French word. I spent a lot of time learning French, even it's super slow.
Oh.
One day, one customer ordered on DoorDash for on DoorDash, the delivery platform.
Right. DoorDash, yeah.
DoorDash, yeah. She put some comments in French for one item.
Uh-huh.
I understand completely. I read French, but the second she put only pas, P-A-S, pas, no something, right? Uh-huh. She did not put anything else, so only pas. I was wondering, pas what? Not spicy or no this or that?
Yeah, I'm allergic. I don't put.
Yeah, only she put a pas on the second item.
Uh-huh.
So I called her back. She did not. I did not speak French, and we spent 5 minutes could not figure out what's for what, and I tell it's for cuit d'oie, pork cuit d'oie, cuit foie, twice cooked pork, and we couldn't understand. We were talking about this item. The comments, I don't know how to say comments in French, and then at the end just okay, d'accord. Whatever. We just cook the way it is. Yeah. I don't know. But that's the language thing is crazy. I spend a lot of time learning French. I can read some, but the listening part is so crazy.
Difficult. Yeah. For the years that's the thing as well, because let's say you're in the English part of Canada, or they learn French, but they don't usually learn the French, right? They learn the international French. They come to Quebec, they're like, I don't understand shit. I got a friend my Korean friend. He used to grow up in I don't know, somewhere in the Ontario, Toronto. And he's he learned French in school, but the French, right? So when he came to Montreal, he was I don't understand.
Yeah. Especially when you are not that fluent, right?
Yeah.
If you are super good with Quebec French, you can get along. But if you learning French, it's tough. Oh, it's really interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Probably we'll wrap this up. And what do you see yourself in a few years?
You see myself in a few years? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Something good to happen?
Let's let the few next years decide what we are going to become in 5 years. I don't know.
I hope to see you soon and see your family. It's really it's great.
That's the thing, right? Because I tried to come in once. Today was the first time I took the metro since the pandemic. Since the pandemic, I just stopped taking anything.
I took it several times already.
Yeah, right now I got my vaccine, so I don't care that much.
I went to LaoXiang with my daughter.
Really?
It's a yellow line. Perfect. A lot of people. I guess it's a year and a half already. I guess people get tired, fatigue of this. Whatever, if it's that bad already, a lot of people dead already. Or I think it's not that big.
It's not that bad, yeah. But like I said, I took the vaccine, so I'll start taking the metro again. Because that's the thing. Because right before, I remember I was on DoorDash. I'm hey, I would like to order some AuntDai. And I'm shit, they don't deliver to my place.
Yeah,
Like,
too
it's
far. Yeah, too
Damn
far.
it.
Yeah, too far.
So like when I'm in downtown, a little bit more often these days, but like we saw each other around Christmas, I think.
Yeah, sometime. Yeah, I saw you once. Yeah.
And then you saw me when I had my arm broken.
Yeah, that time I did not spend time. I just talked to it for quick talk because I was
busy doing
to
stuff.
be like crazy stuff. This
Yeah.
restaurant business too tough.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah,
Yeah,
I can understand that.
I
But
get crazy. Even today, like the warmer was broken.
yeah,
I have to go to.
repair it.
I figure out how to remove the element, and then I need to go to Canadian Tire to buy element to put it back.
Okay.
It's crazy, and every day you have something surprising. Have to fix by yourself.
Life, fun.
Yeah, it's
Same thing. Yeah.
okay then. Thank you very much.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'll come back. Like if whenever I have any time to go back to come back to downtown area, I'll stop by.
Thank you for being on the show. Some people are shy. They don't want to talk in front of the
Well,
camera.
that's the thing, right? Thank you for the beers.
It helps.
It helps a lot.
Yeah. Okay then. Thank you very much.
Thanks to you too.